up, y'all? This is Marlon Saunders on the Marlon Saunders Show. I'm here. It's another Saturday. I'm live in the studio, and I'm ready to have some fun. I'm ready to have a good show today. I hope you're ready to have a good one with me. Thank you for tuning in. Man, I love y'all. I appreciate y'all. Good morning, good afternoon, good late afternoon, everybody listening from Los Angeles to Washington, D.C., and you make this show what it is. And so I appreciate the love, you guys, the emails, the phone calls, for those of you who have managed to get your hands on my number, the texts that you send me. But I really appreciate y'all and love y'all. We got a good one today. As always, you know me. I'm going to bring on a hot guest that's going to help your life. We're going to have some great topics. We're going to talk about some awesome things. And I can promise you, every time you listen to the Marlon Saunders Show, you're going to walk away better. Not bitter, but better. And so anyway, good morning, good afternoon. Grab your coffee, grab your burger, grab your donut. Get on the phone. Let somebody know the Marlon Saunders Show is on. Let them know that they definitely want to listen. Grab your pen, grab your paper, and just hang out with me for the next 55, 60 minutes. Hang out with me and let's just have a good time today. We have a lot going on, to say the least, in the world today. A lot going on. Let me just say this while I'm thinking about it. Y'all, don't ever forget that it's all about being able to love each other. Don't let anything, in order to love you, I don't have to agree with everything you do. I love a lot of people and I don't agree with everything. I don't even fully back everything, but it doesn't affect my love for them. The Bible teaches me that God is love. And so, when I love people, it's unconditional. I can't love you based on how you make me feel. I can't love you based on you being pro Marlon or, you being my biggest supporter. I have to love you no matter what's going on. So I want you to remember that as we go on in life, we'll have some differences. We'll have some things that we disagree on. We'll have some things that I'm on this side, you're on that side. But don't let that affect your love for each other. And let's not let our love break down. I was listening to a song early this morning. Oh, way back in the day, old Bee Gees song, a Bee Gees song called How Deep Is Your Love? That's a good question today for us. How deep is your love? Do you love me when I make you happy? Do you still love me when I make you mad? How deep is your love? Jesus, the Bible says, for God so loved the world. Now, that's everybody, not just the church, not just a particular culture. For God so loved the world that he did something about it. He put that love into action. He gave his only begotten son. Then he made relationship with him very easy. Whoever believes in him won't perish, but have everlasting life. We have to kind of model that as best as we can. Love everybody. And, yesterday I heard a lot of opinions with the Supreme Court decision, and it was, all ends of the spectrum, from acceptance to total hatred. And my thing is, listen, guys, don't let anything affect your love for each other and your love for God's people. At the end of the day, let me give you some shocking news. We're all God's children. So, since we all are God's children, let's just learn how to love each other. And again, you have your beliefs, you have your platform, you have your cause, you have your stance, you have what you have. And in spite of that, you have an obligation to love. So stand on what you stand on, believe what you believe, and love each other. I think that's a good way to go. The Bible also says that we can do, and I'm paraphrasing, we can do a lot of miraculous or impressive spiritual things. I'm paraphrasing. We can do a lot of impressive spiritual things, but if we don't have love, then all the stuff that we're doing, it's kind of for no reason. And so at the end of the day, we have to learn to love. Listen, I want to give you an opportunity to call in and maybe we can dialogue about it a little bit. Write this number down. Area code 661-298 KHTS. Let me give you the numbers that correspond with those letters. For whatever reason, it may just take you a minute to figure out where the letters are. So 661-298 5487. 661-298-5487. Y'all, guess what? Got some hot news to tell you. We are moving. The station is moving to an amazing building in right here, still in Santa Clarita, California. So we're not moving out of the city, but just an amazing building. Here's the coolest thing. You're going to be able to come to the station and like see us do the show, hang out with us, have some coffee with us. Maybe we'll do something where it's like, Saturday morning coffee with Pastor Marlon, Saturday morning coffee with Marlon Saunders. I like that. I like coffee. I like people. And so if we can get people and coffee in one room, I'm there. So that is, I believe, next Saturday. Starting next Saturday, we will be in our new location. We'll make sure you have all the information. We'll make sure you have the address, the times, all of that. In the meantime, keep checking out the website, hometownstation.com. That should be like in your bookmarks. It should be a part of your favorites. If you have a smartphone or mobile device, you really need to get that app and make that part of your collection on your phone or on your tablet. Hometown Station, like Hometown Buffet, but Hometown Station, not buffet. Hometownstation.com. And so make sure you go to that site because it has the latest and greatest in everything, not just as it pertains to our station, but as it pertains to our community, as it pertains to our country. And so you really, really, really want to get that plugged into your device. Now, while I'm giving you ways to connect, why don't you connect with me? I'm on Facebook. You can search Pastor Marlon Saunders on Facebook. You can search the Marlon Saunders Show on Facebook. You can search Valencia Christian Center. That's the church that I pastor locally. Valencia Christian Center on Facebook. You can go to our website, valenciachristiancenter.org or .com, marlonsaundersshow.com. I'm on Instagram. I'm on Twitter. I'm on everything. I believe in social media and technology. Jesus said this. He said, greater works you're going to do than I even did. That's what Jesus says. He says, greater works you're going to do than I did. I don't think he was talking about going to the cemetery and bringing people back from the dead. And I don't believe he's talking about any of that. I believe Jesus saw the day where we had cars, airplanes, trains, but even further than that, I believe he saw the day we had Facebook and Twitter and Instagram. I think Jesus would be on Facebook now. I'd be his friend. I think he'd be on Twitter. I couldn't wait to see his pictures on Instagram. I'd love to see him on Instagram. I would. And so I think when Jesus was saying greater things you're going to do, that's what he was talking about. It took Jesus forever to get the word from one location to another location. They had to walk or get on the camel or the donkey or the what have you. But for us, we can upload a status, a picture, and it can get from here to clean across the world in seconds. That's greater things. And so I'm fully a supporter of social media. So let's connect on there. Let's not just let this be a Saturday morning relationship. Talk to me during the week. And let's connect during the week. Like I said, we have a hot show coming up for you today. We're going to go to break pretty soon and come back with our guest. Ann Kendricks is in the house. What an amazing woman. Just an all-around amazing person. Don't take my word for it. You're going to see for yourself. You will make your own conclusion that, yeah, she's pretty awesome. She has just launched this nonprofit organization called Amazing You. Amazing You is, it's pretty self-explanatory. You don't even realize how amazing you are, and it's going to help you realize that you are amazing. A lot of times you're looking to other people to be, to feel good about yourself or to have confidence, or you admire somebody else, not even realizing you have such strength in you, such greatness in you, such awesomeness in you. And if you just only knew what was on the inside of you, oh my gosh, you would take your eyes off of somebody else and you would start working your stuff. And so Ann is here. We're going to talk a little bit about that. She is an absolutely amazing woman. I get a chance to work with her week in and week out. We do ministry together, and I'm just excited to have her here. I promise you, this is a show you don't want to miss. Just an awesome woman with us today. We're going to go to break. We'll be back in a couple of minutes. When we come back, our special guest, Ann Kendricks from Amazing You. Y'all get some water, warm up your food. I'll see you in a couple of minutes. What's up, y'all? Marlon Saunders here on the Marlon Saunders Show. I'm pumped. Not that I, have even had coffee or anything. I'm just pumped. Sometimes I just wake up like this. I wake up ready to just take over the world like Pinky and the Brain. I'm here. I'm excited. It's another show. Santa Clarita's hometown station, AM 1220, the Marlon Saunders Show. That's what you're listening to, just in case you're like, what in the world? No, you on the right station. It's 1220. I know I get loud and crazy, but it's still 1220 AM, Santa Clarita's hometown station. I'm excited because of our very special guest that we have in the studio with us this morning, Ann Kendricks. We get the opportunity to work together week in and week out, almost day in and day out, doing ministry together for the last 7 years. And we have just been able to do some wonderful things, thank God, together. And so I'm excited to have her here today. She has this new, and I'm going to let her really explain it, but has a new nonprofit organization that's designed to help you. It's designed to make you a better you. It's designed to cultivate what's already on the inside of you. It's called Amazing You. Amazing You. It's an overall life coaching, life strategy, life coaching strategy is what I'm trying to say. Ann Kendricks has been coaching for over 12 years with kids and families. She's been in kids and family counseling for over 12 years. She's been in ministry for over 15 years. And so it's not like she's new to this. It's not like she does not have experience. 12 years with families, with children, 15 years in ministry. That's a lot of personalities over the course of the last few years. Help me welcome to the show none other than the one and only Ann Kendricks.
Hello, Marlon.
How are you feeling today?
I am so excited to be here. Thank you so much for inviting me.
Oh, of course, of course. Now, explain to us, what is Amazing You? What is that?
Amazing You is something that was given to me, and I think this was a God-given assignment to help people become their best them. I struggled with insecurity, and I struggled with a lot of self-esteem issues, and I wished that there was something like that in place for me. And so I think that has readied me to do something to help other people achieve what they were here, what they were put here to do.
Now, what is if someone were to ask you, what is the overall, let's say, mission, and even the overall vision for Amazing You, what would you say that is?
Well, I think a lot of people, including myself, have been to therapists, and they have been helped by that. However, you may spend 1 hour once a week seeing your therapist. And then when you go home and you start dealing with a lot of challenges that you were dealing with before, you go back to those old behaviors. So you need someone, it reminds me of Weight Watchers. Sometimes you need somebody to be accountable to. Sometimes you need someone to help you plan a strategy. And that's what Amazing You does. Step by step, we walk through that process. We walk through that goal that you're trying to reach. We walk through that challenge that you're trying to overcome. And we do it just like when I say, I have a hairdresser that's awesome, and I can't seem to get it the way she gets it. And you kind of wish I had her in my back pocket. Amazing You is the opportunity for me to be in your back pocket, to walk through it with you on a daily or weekly basis.
Now, it's interesting you bring up counseling. A lot of times, I grew up in the hardcore, staunch Pentecostal church. Mm-hmm. And we would tell people, you don't need counseling, you just need deliverance. And so we would think you could pray everything away, mm-hmm. and whatever issue you had, you just need prayer. You need the Holy Ghost. Mm-hmm. Can you kind of put people's mind at ease with the role of counseling, and how you can be a Christian and still need counseling? You can believe in God and still need counseling. Mm-hmm. You can, and counseling is not for people who feel crazy or they're going crazy. Mm-hmm. Could you kind of help put people's mind at ease with the role that counseling can play in making you a better person?
I think it works in conjunction with your faith. I think that it helps you see things from a practical side. I have been blessed by working in the spiritual realm as well as working in the mental health realm. And I think the ideal situation is to bring your spiritual and your mental health awareness together. I think that's the best way for you to be able to see yourself and be yourself.
That's amazing. We'll revisit this in a bit. But there's some people out there now who are just like, oh my gosh, this is what I've been waiting on. This is what I've been needing. Can you now, and then we'll do it again at the end of the show, but for the impatient people that want to know now, how do we get in touch with you? Like, I've already concluded, I need help, I want you. How can I get in touch with you?
Okay. Well, you can like me on Facebook, Amazing You. You can also give our office a call. Our phone number at the office is 855-553-AMAZE. So it's 855-553-2629. And make an appointment. I will give you a free consultation. We can sit down, talk about what your goals are, and put together a plan of action. And we can talk about the cost and the time frame and everything. But that's the best way to get a hold of me.
Now, I have a question. You know, our generation is very impatient. We live in what I call a microwave society. Back in the day, we had Jiffy Pop. We put it on the stove, shake it up, and pop, 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 pop. And then they came out with microwave popcorn. And, initially it took 5 minutes, then 4 minutes, then 3 minutes. And now I have a button on my microwave that just says popcorn. And so it takes all of the guesswork out of it. But it's also made me very impatient. When I go to a restaurant, my first question is, how long is the wait? I just want to know. My patience is tested on the Southern California freeways and streets. If I ever want to know how far I've grown in my patience, I'll get on this popular Southern California freeway known as the 405. And that will let me know how far I have yet to go. In light of that, a lot of people, sometimes what they won't ask is, how long before I start seeing change in my life? I've just brought you on to be a life coach and to work with me step by step. Now, how long before I see some results and see some change? What do you say to those people who are wanting change right now?
Well, it depends on the issue or issues, and it depends on, how long they have been issues. But I would say in a very general way, from perhaps 60 to 90 days, depending on how many times we can get together and what exactly you want to achieve. How far are we going, I would say the average would be 60 to 90 days. It may take longer. It may be even a shorter thing, coming up with the plan of action and going about it step by step. But that would be my answer.
I always say to people too, like, you didn't get here overnight.
Right.
So don't get mad when you don't come out overnight. If you have been going down a certain path for 20 years, give it some time. Not that I base what I'm about to say on anything, but I always tell people, at least give it 20% of the time that it took you to get down there. And so, you've been going down a certain road for 10 years, 15 years, 20 years. Don't get mad when you don't come out a week later after adjusting your behavioral patterns or after adjusting your habits. One of the things, and it's so much to talk to you about, you're so full of wisdom and knowledge, and I just have a million questions. And by the way, those that are listening, please feel free to call in and ask your questions as well. The number is 661-298-5487, 661-298-5487. Call in. Utilize Ann while she's here and call in and ask your questions. So before we go to break, and maybe we'll pick this up when we come back, what would you say for parents in this generation? We see children doing a lot of things that are destructive and a lot of things that are setting the next generation up for some not so good things. You can start to set us up with this answer now, then we can pick it up when we come back. But what's one piece of advice you would give to parents on helping their children become better parents and better adults themselves?
Okay. I would say that it may not be a happy answer. It may not be the answer you want to hear. But the truth is 95% of being a parent is demonstrating the behavior that you want to see, modeling the behavior that you want to see. If you want to see your children be respectful, they've got to see what respectful looks like in you, through you.
Oh my gosh, that's awesome. Let's pick up right there when we go back, because that's a huge statement. Don't just tell your kids, show them. All right, let's go to break, y'all. Warm your food back up, get some coffee, get another cup of tea. I'll see you in a couple of minutes. We are here live with Ann Kendricks. I'll see you in a few minutes.